Well, hello, and this isn't quite Talking Laurels, but we will be talking about the Laurels as we look ahead to Saturday's decider of the Derby of the South, as they say. It is a bit of a cliche, but that's certainly how it feels to these men who I'm speaking to now. We have the three qualifiers from the opening semi-final, Mickey Rooney, Liam Twomey, and Philip Buckley. Three quality performers. And they have three quality performers, and we're looking ahead to their chances in the Laurels itself. Mickey, well done. You claimed your place in the final with a comfortable success tonight. Runninta Seeya running very strongly out front. Did it the way he should, and by all accounts, he's going to be disputing favouritism for the final on Saturday night.
Yes, Dean, he ran well on Saturday night. We were very happy with him on Saturday night. He took his early pace to fruition on Saturday night. Prior to that, he's been missing the break a little. We kind of rushed him into Dundalk to the national sprint because he ran again Pastana, and he went to the bend near enough with Pastana, and they were well clear in a race in Cork. And we thought, maybe the place to go with him was the national sprint. And we took him down there, and he won his first round heat in 21-24. Unfortunately, he got drawn trap 6 in the second round, and trap 6 in Dundalk, as you know, in the sprint is probably impossible to win.
It's tough to win from out there, but you're there now, and you're looking forward to another Laurels final. And another man that's looking forward to a classic decider is Philip Buckley. Of course, Philip, you have recent classic successes to fall back on. You're the experienced head going into this one. Of course, it's only a couple of years since Blastoff Jet landed the spoils in the Ledger. Great to be back in a classic final again, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, really. We're just a small operation with a few brew bitches, and I suppose when we won the Ledger, we got this hunger for keeping a dog for a classic. And Fire is probably the fastest we've ever schooled, but he's not quite as mature as we say Blastoff Jet was. Blastoff Jet was just professional. Whatever you just put him in, he does his job. But Fire is a little bit. What could you say? He's hard work. He's not easy. So look, he's in the final now of Laurels, and we can't give out about him. So yeah, we'll delighted with him.
Well, I was going to speak to Liam briefly, but it seems he's dealing with other matters. I think just one of the kids or something was roaring in the background. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, lads, we're going to have a brief chat with each of you, and then we'll come back at the end and we'll get your final thoughts on matters. But Mickey, we're going to start with yourself. Yeah. Firstly, you're in greyhound racing a long, long time. Tell us about your history in the sport.
Well, I'm born into greyhound racing since, I'm 49 now, but since I was a kid, I've been involved in between greyhound racing and Gaelic football all my life. As you know, I make a book there at Dundalk Dog Track, and when Dundalk was closed, I made a book in Curraheen Park. I would have my father made a book before me at the Greyhounds, and Frank was his name. Actually, he's 27 years passed away, and this Saturday coming.
Oh wow!
So all the brothers, Shay, Jerry, Noel, Kenneth, Alan, we've 6 brothers, 6 sons, and all of us have been involved in greyhound racing prior to all our life basically. So this is obviously a highlight for us because to reach the Laurels final is a dream really, and we set up a syndicate with my son Ryan Ward. There's another chap, Ryan Burns, who plays with Loud, Kevin Trainer, Gavin Douglas, and we have a syndicate there of 6 lads, 3 Ryans, Kevin, and so we set up and bought a couple of dogs with Johnny Lennon.
Sorry, Mickey, you have to put yourself on mute there for a brief second. You set up a syndicate there with Johnny Lennon, you were saying.
Yes, can you hear me down now?
Oh, we can, of course.
I set up a syndicate with my son Ryan Ward, Ryan Burns, who plays for Loud, Kevin Trainer, and they're all young fellas,
and yourself, you're the young fella too, that 49. That's the new 29.
Yeah, but look, we bought a couple of dogs with John, and Johnny trains them, and in fairness, he's a nice fella, so.
It was an easy sale, I'd imagine, because Droopy's Harbour, you're more than aware that she was an absolute superstar. She was a really top class lady.
Yeah, she done me a cracking turn one night. Actually, she was very lucky for me. The night of the Stars, I had a decent punt on her. She was drawn in trap 1 that night, and she won really, really well. And that night she done me a good turn too. So please God, might do me a good turn on Saturday night coming.
Yeah, you'd have been happy with the draw, of course, when you saw it.
Yeah.
Like, with Brody's out in trap 6, and by all accounts, there's not an awful lot of early speed in this race when you take out Brody's Magic. You'd be hoping that you'd be up there in the opening yards, and you never know, sneak around that corner in front.
Yeah, to be quite honest with you, the two, I know the running to Seeya dogs, he hasn't the experience really of, the Witches Utopia bitch last year, she won on the night of the Laurels. She actually bet Runninta to Love You, which is one of the first dogs we bought.
Yeah.
Bet her Runninta to Love You, led around the corner, and she picked her up, 2.5 lengths.
So you're going to try and exact some revenge, is what you're saying? Is that the
I don't know. But like the Brody's Magic dog, like he's 2073 track record holder in Dundalk this year. Greenfield 10 was after breaking it. The race before him in 2075, and he pops out the next race and he does 2073, which is like Arnasul Jet, which is a fabulous sprinter last year. He's 2096, 2097. To break 21 in Dundalk is just pure and utter class. It's not.
Yeah.
You don't do it. And then you have obviously Ballymac Anton. He's the experienced dog. He's 4 classics. He's 75,000 prize money. He's an iron dog actually. Droopy Samash is slow away, but if there's any trouble up front, we'll be catching them. And like the Blastoff fire dog, in fairness, I think he's a little bit inexperienced, but he's definitely improved. The night he ran again, Ballymac Anton, he ran an absolute cracker, and he ran a cracker last Saturday night. And as you know, the one box in Cork, like last year, Rocky Bay Foley won. I had one. It's a dream box. It's like the one box in Shelbourne Park.
But it certainly is when Running to See is in too, because he does move to the middle. Like, he definitely a trap 3 runner, isn't he?
I'm definitely happy with the draw. I'd be, if it was Blastoff fire, I'd be very, very happy with the draw as well. Yeah. Probably the worst drawn dog in the race, unquestionably, is Brody's Magic, but he's a class act. You know what I mean? I know Tom Glynn well. The man that owns him, he's a lovely man, but in fairness, he's just far out in 6. But the one thing maybe, Witches doesn't come away the best, and neither does Droopy's Hamash, so we might be able to use his early pace to get to the corner, and if he gets to the corner and swings it, there could be trouble on the inside,
Yeah, you're taking on some big names, some well qualified names, of course. Plenty of classic success around you. Have you any success with the Greyhounds in the past yourself, Mickey, over the years, or would this be your best?
No, not at this level. Definitely not at this level. But we would have won. We won like with D-side Toby. We won the sprint in Dundalk. We had caution dogs, of course. We've plenty of success, but we're not in this category. Maybe smaller events, but no, definitely not to this level. Definitely not.
Strange year, of course. You won't be able to be on site, will you?
No, I won't be able on site. I'll watch it from home here. And, the whole family a few of the family will be here. We'll.
You might crack a bottle if it won, would you?
I would, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll do it either way. Anyway. I'll have it either way, But to be quite honest, it's the prospects of a really good race, But look, if Running to See is not in front, I can't see him coming from behind, to be quite honest. He kind of is clumsy from behind, and he'd need to lead up.
Still only his 13th start, of course. He's a young dog, but listen, win, lose or draw on Saturday night, you have plenty to look forward to.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, I think like the way he's bred, he's bred really, really well. Actually, all like Witches Bell, Witches Utopia, all like actually Witches Bell and Droopy's Harbour fought out in Oaks themselves. You know what I mean? So it's the.
Yeah, they were destined to meet again as brood bitches. Listen, Mickey, best of luck. Stay with us. We'll be back to you in a few moments of time. The man that chased you home the other night was Blastoff Fire and Philip Buckley. And Philip, as we said earlier on, you've had classic success in recent times. 2018 led your final. You were taking on the big guns down there. Graham Holland had 3 runners. It looked likely he was going to land the spoils down there, but Blastoff Jet, a dog that was having just his 11th career start on the occasion, popped out, made every inch. A famous night for you. Are you going to do it again?
I don't know. I'm very happy with the trap draw. Fire isn't the easiest dog in the world, but he's definitely got the speed. Like, he's got an engine, and it's getting him to kind of mentally mature and just go for it. Like, if he puts his head down and goes, I think he's got a great chance. Like, one of the Seeya moves off, And, you know, that's his opportunity there. If he takes it there, you know, he should get in front. But, like, I mean, it's a great field. Like, I mean, you know, they're going to be coming from behind you no matter how strong you are down the back. And I think, like, you've Ballymac Anton there. Like, I think he's just a gift that keeps on giving, like, for the Dowlands. Like, he's just a brilliant dog. Like, he's just a warrior. And you saw how Liam got the dogs out in the Derby final. Like, he's just a class act at what he does. And Trap Tree, like, you know, it's all to play for. Like, it's going to be a great race either way anyway. And we're just delighted to be lining up with all the big names and having a go. You know, I think it's what it's all about, you know.
Of course, you bred him yourself. You know, you are a breeding operation. You mentioned it earlier on. You've had a few broods. Blastoff is closely related to Blastoff Annie. I believe they were half sisters. So, like, he is closely related to Blastoff Jet, and it's a different type of greyhound. Perhaps he's more of a strong runner than Blastoff Jet, who is more of a away and gone merchant. Is he?
Well, at the start, he was doing fantastic, but now all the stain has come in. Like, he has 16-11 done to the third bend in Clonmel, but now he seems to be flying home. So I haven't really him figured out really yet. I don't think I'll ever figure him out. But anyway,
you're saying he's a complicated character.
Oh, stop! You've no idea. You've no idea. He just rules the roost here. Look. He's related to Jet. Actually, his mother's actually in pup to Jet at the moment. They're actually very far out. They're from two different sisters. Their grandmother would be way, great grandmother would be way back.
Okay.
So across, they're related, but they're very far out. Look, I don't know really. Look, we just have to just wait and see. Like, as I said, I just don't know where I am with the dog. You just know what he's going to do next. So
you seem to be describing him like a frustrating child, and I think we all know that pain. But he is very well housed. There's no question. In Trap 1 with Run to Seeya, perhaps moving to the middle of the track. You know, if you thought he'd come away on level terms, you were bang there with every chance.
Yeah, he's every chance. He's absolutely every chance. But as I said, like, the Ballymac dog, like, he's just a gift that keeps on giving. Like, I mean, just one classic after another. He's always there. Like, if he's not there, he's second. Like, and he's a good second. Like, he ran fantastic last year. Like, he had the Ledger, the Gold Cup, and then went straight to Shelburne for I'm still second in the Easter Cup. Like, that's some going. That's tough stuff. Like, I suppose it's coming in and he's breeding, like, on the Flying Peninsula side. Like, that toughness is coming through there. You know, you're just taking on the best of them, and we're just delighted to be lining up with them, you know.
Well, that's the key. But again, he is lightly raced. Of course, he is June 18. But like many dogs this year, they are lightly raced because of the situation. You know, we missed 3-4 months of racing. But he's clearly, as you thought, a dog that has a big future. Yeah, well, look, as I said, we just don't know what tomorrow will bring to fire. But all we know is that we're heading off down to Cork on Saturday night, and you know, it's magic stuff. You'd take a 2-length lead at the second bend at this stage?
I'd take it anywhere.
Well, listen, Philip, best of luck with him, and stay with us. We'll be back to you in a few moments. Another man that's tasted classic success in recent times. 2016, Witch's Bell landed a famous success in the Sporting Press Irish Oaks. And here we are 4 years later, and her daughter, which is Ethiopia, who's always been a talented performer, is in the final of a classic. She's in the Laurels. Liam, you're a lucky man. You've got a great brood bitch there. She was a great racer for you, and now she's juicing, and you have a real chance on Saturday night.
Yeah, I suppose like that, everybody has a chance. You say it's 4 years ago. It probably seems like 100 years in a lot of ways, but there were a lot since then. But as with everyone else, we're there to take our chance and see how we go.
She's a very strong running lady. She's running very well. And at first look, you'd think the draw is a bit of a concern. But if Runninta Seeya comes out and Ballymac Anton comes out and they clash, you know, if this lady pops out, she could easily find herself right there on the corner.
Well, I think with everybody, we all wanted the inside. She got Trap 4 for the 4th time in a row, which is unusual.
Wow. Yeah, that's very unusual. Yeah, never spotted that.
We were discussing the draw, and I felt I'd used up the outside draws. I said, surely we're going to get inside 4. But yeah, look, at the start of the competition, they said you'd win a round, you'd get to the final, but it'd be trap 4. I think we take that. So, and any sweep you're in, if you can win a round in it and you can make it to the final, I think you're justifying entering into it. So, yeah.
Yeah, no question about that. She was third out of the opening corner last week, but sweep the yard on your tail. There must have been just a few moments. You know your bitch stays. You know she's going to keep going. She'll kick again off the final turn. But just when you know how fast sweep the yard is in, and he's just behind you, it was some anxious moments around the bottom 2 bends.
Yeah, I guess in all these competitions, every moment is an anxious moment at this level. But yeah, I suppose maybe he didn't break that well. And as you said in your Talking Dogs podcast, the order didn't change. So
yeah.
So yeah, look, she's strong stayer. So holding her position was important. So yeah, happy with how she ran, and getting into the final is obviously the main thing.
I know she's not quite as experienced as the likes of Ballymac Anton, but with 27 races under her belt, she knows what the game's about. You won't have any concerns as regards crowds, anything like that. Is she a good temperament? Is she is she one that that she'll run her race?
Yeah, again, like that. Yeah, she seems a nice bitch. As you say, nearly 30 races now, but we all had 3 months there where we weren't racing at all. So normally she'd have another competition in that time, but yeah, we were happy enough. Obviously disappointed there's no crowds, but sorry.
No problem. Bring him in. I don't know if this. Oh, we have the fan club. That's what we wanted to see. Come here. Do they think which is Ethiopia is going to win on Saturday night?
Do you think?
Hiya. Hiya. Tell me this. What do they call witches? Which witch is Ethiopia's name at home?
Yeah, we just call her Ethiopia.
You have your hands full, Liam. I think we'll let you go there for a moment or two. Best of luck on Saturday night. I hope she does herself justice. Of course, you've already got the bonus. You're already the last bitch surviving in the stake. You're delighted with that, I'm sure.
And one more. So, yeah, sorry, I'll just let the lads out and we'll take a cut.
The beauty of Zoom, lads, the beauty of Zoom. So here we are. We're 3-4 days before the Laurels decider. Mickey, in an ideal world, you're going to pop out and make all. Is that what you're saying?
That would be an ideal world, but it doesn't look that way. I think we're reading the race, as I said, if he doesn't lead, he won't win. And, he's hit and miss at the boxes. So hopefully he's hitting it,
Hopefully he's hitting it. I think we've heard those words from plenty of people in classic finals over the years. Philip, in order for you to win, what do you think you need to do? Come away on terms, hold your pitch, and then all of a sudden find yourself in front off the second?
Yeah, I suppose that's a good way of describing it. Yeah, if he just needs to, hop on a bit. And yeah, he sticks to the rail, I suppose, and hopefully he get a clear run around,
Yeah.
That's what you're hoping, but who knows?
Yeah, a clear run is the key in a classic decider. Which is Ethiopia is out in trap 4. Liam, you have a full team at home, so you have plenty of help with the bitch. You're just hoping that she comes away racing and gets that little bit of luck.
Yeah, that's the thing. A clear run. Break the best we can and give it a good crack, and we'll see how it goes from there. Everybody wants a clear race, no incidents, and may the best dog win at that stage. So,
here, and come home safe. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
well, the beauty is they're all 18 whelps. They all have a future, be it as racers or in Liam's case, maybe a brood bitch of the future.
Maybe down the line. Yeah. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. Well, as it is, you have a few pups to deal with yourself. Listen, lads, best of luck on Saturday night. Hopefully, you can't all win, but sure, you never know. It could be your night. So best of luck and enjoy the few days and enjoy the final.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Best of luck, lads.
Thanks, lads.
Best of luck.